guys, it's your girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. If you are new here, hi, my name is Cindy. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So guys, please bear with me. I'm not feeling too well. I've got cough and blocked nose. And if you have anything you can recommend for me to take and get better, let me know in the comment. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So TikTok street is on fire because of what President Donald Trump said. Now, if you have seen the press conference clip that is trending on TikTok, let me know in the comment. Now, President Donald Trump blames DEI and Democrats for the Washington, D.C. plane crash. I don't know. Anytime you mention DEI to a white person, what comes in their head is, oh, black people. I am not shocked that majority of them do not know the meaning of DEI. I want to tell you, I know that I have good number of white people that do watch my videos. Go on Google, find out the meaning of DEI and also the most beneficiaries and let us know in the comments. But anyways, I have put together a few videos. Let's just hear what people are saying to President Donald Trump.
So let's have a conversation about that little bit that he just said, okay? Because Donald Trump gave two reasons for the deadly plane crash over the Potomac. Two. His vice president used the same excuse. His Secretary of Defense used the same excuse. So let's go ahead and talk about them, okay? First off, anybody who tries to carry water for what that man said about people with disabilities can kiss my ass. Whole ass. Not 3/5, the whole butt. Whole booty cheeks. Whole thing. But that's not the part that I really want to talk about. No. I'm going to show you how insidious what he just said is. Because at the same time, he put out an executive order today saying that there's certain holidays that they're not going to be celebrating. Certain achievements that have been, talked about and been done for decades that he no longer is going to have the federal government being involved in. Black History Month, Women's History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, Jewish Remembrance Month, things of that nature. Okay, all right. So I want you to remember that when I talk about this. This man said the two reasons for the deadly plane crash over the Potomac were people with disabilities being recruited by the FAA, the people that deal with anything that flies. They supposedly were recruiting people with all of these disabilities. But the second thing he blamed this on was DEI. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Not only did he say it, his vice president say it, and his Secretary of Defense say it, but so did his press secretary. And she said it in such a stupid ass way that I am surprised this woman I'm not surprised this woman has a job in the Trump administration. But again, we're talking about the insidiousness of it. So I want you to think about this for just a second. What is Donald Trump saying? I know a lot of people just like to have their flabbergasted by the shit that comes out of his mouth, but no. Look deeper. What is he saying? What is Donald Trump truly trying to say? I mean, I'm not going to spell it out for you. You already know. You're smart enough. You're tough, right? You know what he's saying. In a whole lot of Trump gobbledygook. What he basically said was diversity, equity, and inclusion includes these people with these disabilities. And who is DEI mostly targeted at? The silence isn't for me, it's for you. Yes, this is the President of the United States saying this. The current President of the United States is saying this. And you couple this with the disgusting raids by ICE showing up at people's doctor's offices, people's schools, and things of that nature. Plus the fact that Elon Musk not only did that thing, but people are taking up for it. White people are all over social media doing the exact same hand salute. A fucking former priest is no longer a priest because he decided to do that shit. They finally defrocked that ass. But what is that telling you? There is such a combination of white angst in this current Trump administration that is it defies comprehension. It genuinely does. The backlash towards people of color, the backlash against people of color, the backlash against women, the backlash against trans people, the backlash against black folks, the backlash against Spanish-speaking people. To the point where there was a Sicilian woman, American-born Sicilian woman, who was told to go back to Mexico because her skin is brown. Not my brown, but brownish. And she looked Mexican. This is not just funny mustache man's Germany. This is straight up apartheid. This is P.W. Botha apartheid. In real time. And our media isn't going to call this man out on it. The opposition party is going to just sit there and sit on their hands and say nothing. And people are going to be calling people like myself crazy for noticing it. They're going to call every Jewish person crazy for noticing it. I get so goddamn mad at the people that either didn't vote, voted for somebody else, or voted for him. Did he not tell y'all who he was? Did he not say to you exactly, word for word, exactly who the fuck he was? Let's get this shit straight. Donald Trump don't like nobody that ain't Donald Trump or white. He doesn't. Do you think he gives a fuck about people with disabilities? He told his nephew to let his grandnephew die. He said that. Him going after people with disabilities is not shocking because he's already said exactly how he feels about it. And the sycophants around him aren't there because they can do their job. While they're screaming about DEI, they're firing people like they're about to do a purge in the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Lifetime agents are about to be fired because they're not sufficiently loyal to him. Talk about DEI hires. You're gonna see a bunch of people get the title of federal agent simply because they're loyal to Donald Trump. Not because they earned it, just simply because they're loyal to Donald Trump. Just think about what he just basically told y'all. In no unsimple terms. He made it abundantly clear how he feels about people that ain't him or ain't white. And the people around him are reinforcing that mindset. If this does not look like a combination of the funny mustache man's Germany and apartheid South Africa, I don't know what the fuck does.
Trust me, I can listen to Uncle Thomas the whole day. Uncle is spitting. Like Uncle is on fire. Trust me. If you are not following Uncle Thomas on TikTok, baby, you are missing a lot. You are gonna laugh and learn at the same time. Trust me. Wow. We saw what happened during the election. President Donald Trump made it very clear what he was gonna do. I don't know why people are surprised seeing him saying all this. He made it very clear what he was gonna do. And he is literally doing what he said he was gonna do. So why are people surprised?
So here we go again. We wanted Trump as our president, and here we have a situation, a tragedy, where a military helicopter flies into a commercial aircraft. And what does he do? He comes out and he blames it on previous presidents, on DEI, things that have no basis or any merit in any of the facts, right? Unlike you need a president who has empathy, right? Who can try to help, bring some solace to the families, try to let the American people know that our air traffic controllers have everything under control and this was just a tragic situation. But no, he has to make it about himself, right? That's a classic narcissist move because he doesn't have any empathy for people he doesn't know. He doesn't care. So he wants to turn it into some kind of issue that he can win on and turn it into DEI and blame it on his predecessor when it was just a tragedy. All right, I'm sure there will be an investigation. They will figure out what went wrong. That's what you do first before you speak out your crazy theories on what you think may have happened. So it's just another example where the head of our country, the guy who has the bully pulpit, he's going to be on the news, he's going to be covered daily, and this is the kind of stuff he brings. He doesn't bring cohesion, he doesn't bring unity, he doesn't bring empathy to the table. He brings blame shifting, the lacking of accountability, and, wanting to make everything about himself. He did the same thing with the California wildfires. That was his first thing, and now he's doing it with this tragedy. It's a damn shame, y'all.
So we have a rather disturbing update on the crash that happened earlier between an Army Black Hawk helicopter and a passenger jet. Now, on the passenger jet, we know that there were over 60 passengers and also 4 staff and 3 soldiers on the Black Hawk helicopter. To date, they've unfortunately recovered 28 bodies from the river, and they don't expect to find any survivors. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because Donald Trump has just done a press conference. And in that press conference, firstly, he has blamed DEI. That is the policy of hiring people from diverse backgrounds, and it's all about inclusion and people who may have disabilities in the workplace. He is blaming them for lowering the standards and being the cause of the crash. Now, people with various ailments and disabilities and a diverse part of the community are hired into jobs, and rightly so. But it still doesn't mean, as Trump alluded, that they are hired into positions they're not qualified for. The man speaks before he thinks. They've not had any kind of crash investigation yet. We're still pulling unfortunate victims from the river. And he's already blaming policies that the last government put in place as the cause of the crash. Every single day, my heart bleeds for the Americans out there who did not vote for Trump and those who voted for him and are now regretting it. It really does.
Y'all president got on national television and said that the reason that there was a plane crash is because the FAA made a DEI push to hire people with intellectual disabilities and psychiatric problems. Y'all president. Oh, but he didn't stop there because that wasn't enough. He then said that we need really, really intelligent people to be doing these jobs, suggesting that people who have intellectual disabilities and psychiatric problems are not intelligent or not capable of being intelligent. Is that what he just said on national television? I just also want to point out that we have no evidence has been released that anybody involved in this situation actually has a diagnosis. We don't know that to be a fact. He did an entire press conference about a plane crash where people lost family members, loved ones, and used that time to talk about people with intellectual disabilities and psychiatric problems and why DEI is a problem. Imagine you lost your loved one, and this is what the president is on TV talking about. Y'all about to get me tight. I gotta.
On your screen are some of the screenshots of comments I grabbed randomly so you guys can see what other people said. Please pause to read if you want to. Now, I am very sure that a lot of people that voted for President Donald Trump are regretting now. As the president, you need to reassure your people, reassure your country, but pointing fingers at former presidents, pointing fingers at others, that was not necessary. Reassure your country. Tell them that everything is under control. You got this. Because now, some people are in fear. People are in fear. If you see any video on TikTok, try and read the comments. Go to the comment section, please. People are scared. But anyways, I thought to bring these videos here. Let me know what you all think in the comments. And please, if you do not know what DEI means, before you comment, make sure you find out what it means. It is very important. Anyway, so thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, and of course, come back for another one. I'm gonna see you all in my next video. Y'all stay blessed. Bye.